Excuse me. And then this one. Like that, there we go. Tell me more about what you do. So basically I'm a licensed UK amateur radio operator. Basically this is a contest. And basically the computer makes a digital tone, sends that down to the radio via USB cable. The radio transmits that down the radio waves to someone else's radio. They pick it up from their radio, and then their radio then sends it to the computer via USB cable again. And like this one's in Spain, so he heard it come back. Now the computer is decoding the messages, and then it displays it all on the screen here. So just for context, this is the RSGB data contest, and this will be going through till 10 o'clock. Thank you for the heart. Thank you very much. I think I lost him anyway. Right, so you can see, or here should I say, digital audio on that one, and then this one, but that's too loud, so we pull this down to that here. Hopefully that's not too loud. We'll do it about 2%, because you don't really want to hear all the noises and such. I think everything's on now, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Excuse me. I'll remove that one. What we'll do is we'll try 80. See what's on this bit here first. Excuse me. I don't think there's much on this one either, so we'll go 80. Tune that to there. And do that. And that should hopefully be good. Excuse me. Ah, there we go, Dixie. Good boy. Do that to there, and we saved. We're good. Go to the Netherlands. See how he's going to do, because old Dixie's on 10 watt. Papa, should I say? My friend tells me FT8 is not ham radio, PC to PC. Yeah, I'll take it. He's an old one, stubborn in his ways. I'll take it. I wouldn't. I'll take that one off. Thank you, sweetheart. I don't think he's heard me. This one, erase that. Yeah, PC to PC. Yeah, well, he obviously doesn't like FT8. That's the reason why. Everyone, you know, everyone eats their own. You know, I don't like CW. I bet he likes CW. Oh, there you go. There's the black one. It says B4 on it. '78. Yeah. There you go. That's the reason why. He's an old one that doesn't like the doesn't like FT8. He doesn't like things progressing on to something else. Set in his ways, should we say. Yes, we are. Germany. Where's the BU? That must be another contest. Thank you, my sweetheart. Switzerland. We got to get this this new aerial up at some point. You're not hearing me, are you? Because yeah, we certainly got to get this this aerial up. There will be a video coming out at some point about the new antenna. Don't know if anyone's seen the last time I was live. I was building basically it's an inverted L, trapped inverted L. And yeah, we so I wanted to get my get into amateur radio. All I got is a little Bofang with an aftermarket antenna. Like the little, where are they? Little Bofang like that. They're not bad. They are cheap and not bad. Yeah, they're not bad, not bad. To get on the to get onto the repeaters, they're not bad. Come on, stop that. Who's on? I think we already did that. I wanted Wales. Here we go, Wales. Should have brought me drinking. Here we go, Wales. See if we can get this one. Is he down in London? Molly's Fave Cake, thank you for the follow, thank you. Oh, 36. He's not doing it. Should we turn the power up, shall we? Hey. Yeah, definitely need to try and get this this antenna up. I've got everything all cut, all the wires done, the trap done. All my wires and the trap is done. That's there, all done. We just need to get out and stick it up. He's not very good, is it? Do, do. There we go. No, it's not no aircraft or anything. It's an amateur radio mode, and it's called FT4, and it basically uses the computer generates a tone. Computer generates a tone, sends it to the radio via USB cable. The radio then transmits them tones down the airwaves. For me, at the moment, it's at 7.047500 megahertz. And then somebody else's radio will receive it. And once he receives it, oh, there we go. It will send it to his computer via USB cable again, and then it will display it on the screen. The computer decodes it and then displays it on the screen, the information that is needed. Hungry? See if we can go over there. Johnny, thanks for the follow. Thank you very much. David, hi, how you doing? Laz, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. Carl, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. How far does the signal go? It can go as far as you want at the moment. So the furthest one so far has been European Russia. There's been one down to Canary Islands, Morocco, Canary Islands. Romania. That one's Romania as well. So even now, so here, so New York, yeah, New York can hear it. I know he hasn't heard it. All depends on how propagation goes. If propagation is good, then it will be a lot better for you. This is called I'm in a contest. This is called FT4. It's a data mode that amateur radio operators can use. Basically, it's, the computer generates a digital tone, sends that to the radio via USB cable. The radio transmits it down the radio waves, and then somebody else's radio picks it up, sends it in reverse as what I've just said. So sends it to the radio. The radio sends it to the computer via USB cable, and then the computer decodes it. The furthest I've reached via voice is South Korea. Furthest I've reached on digital mode like this is New Zealand. And the signals have disappeared, so say propagation for 7 megs has just disappeared. Sometimes it will go like propagation, you know, kind of goes in and out. You know, it can, within this 2-hour period, it can do, you know, in and out, you know, 2 or 3 times. Can you give us an example of one of the messages? What do they mean? So basically, all that's happening here is basically a signal report, and the signal report is not the same as what a voice report would be. So the signal report on a digital mode like this is basically a noise, a signal to noise ratio. So this one up here, you can see at the top. Some can see it because of obviously phones be on a smaller screen. But at the top here, so that one was Poland. I've already spoke to that one. The one at the top here was Spain, and he was coming at -5 dB because it's done in decibels. So it's -5 dB on the signal to noise ratio. So this is very good when propagation is not very good, and because propagation isn't very good, the noise level is quite high. Therefore, well, if you go onto a digital mode like this, then basically you can talk to the very small signals that you would not be able to hear on a regular voice contact. Because these are done on a signal to noise ratio, it can the radio signals that are below the noise level, the software and the radio can pick out. So basically, what goes on in these segments here, basically it will start off at TX number 6, which is my call, which is what it's doing, which is the yellow one here. When somebody calls me, it will turn red. Might be better on a different band. I don't think he... So at the moment, I'm calling him. So his call sign, and then my call sign to let him know who it is. And then the signal report is +01, +1, which he didn't hear it. So let's go to a different band. Tune that in. Tune that in. So I'll start here. Erase. I'll let it decode. So this one's in England. He's in Cambridge. So basically, his call sign, my call sign, and his report. So that's why I've sent him the report. If he comes back, propagation. Yeah, propagation's not been brilliant. Thank you, Steve. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, lads. Thank you. And like with radio anyway, you win some, you lose some. So some may not hear you. It all depends on where your signal lands. Because basically your signal will disappear up to the ionosphere and then bounce back down. And depending on where that bounce is, it really depends on. So basically at night time with this band that we're on, sometimes we can go from the UK here, and sometimes we'll get, you know, around Europe, around here. Depending on what time in the day, you can get, you know, USA, and oh, there you go, there's someone. So come back in red. So this one is Germany. So he's called me, and my report is -15 I've sent to him. So he's going to come back eventually, and then he'll send me his report, and then we'll basically say thank you very much, and I log the contact. And there'll be a little box that turns around on this bit here that will flash up eventually. Sometimes I have to up the power just to be able to make the contact. I have been doing this. Now, I started on CB radio back when I was 12, 13 years old. And I started then. And then in 2007, I finally got my foundation license. And I actually didn't do anything with my foundation license for many years. I didn't do anything with it until lockdown. And then because we're all sat indoors on lockdown, he's not answering. Because we're all sat down doing nothing during lockdown, I decided I would go for my second part of my license, because you don't have to do all three parts. There are three parts to do license: foundation, intermediate, and then full. I'm a full license. You can do each one separately, or you can do a what's called a direct to full. So basically you do intermediate, foundation, intermediate, and full all in one hit. Whereas I did mine foundation, didn't do anything with it until until lockdown. And then in lockdown I did my intermediate license, and then because we were still in lockdown, I decided to go for the full. But I absolutely love doing radio. And there you go, there's another one from England. So his report to me was he owed me at -7, I've got him at -10, and then eventually this will go received 7-3. So there you go, received 7-3, little box that says it's logged, and then that's the contact done. So basically this is only giving out signal reports. Excuse me. But yeah, it took me a long time. I didn't really, when I passed my my foundation, I didn't really have the room to have a proper radio up. There you go, there's Germany. I didn't really have the room to have an aerial up. I had a little CB area up at my brother's because I was on the bottom flat. We bought kind of the same flat, kind of in the same block. And I was on the bottom, he was on the top, and I subbed an aerial up on his balcony, and that was where I was able to get out. But yeah, I didn't really have the means to be able to get an aerial, proper aerial up. I was mainly in the car, had to set up in the car, and went mobile for a little while. And yeah, joined my radio club, and continued the hobby from there. Just after well, we were meeting up in a park for our we usually meet every Tuesday, and because we weren't allowed to meet people indoors, we could only meet people outdoors. So yeah, we met up in a park, and we set up radio in a park, and we done radio in a park. We've done a field day in the summertime, September, October time, I think it was. September, actually, might have been. Basically we set go camping, set a station up in a field, get a generator going. We had food going, cups of tea going. Good weekend. Interesting. It's blown my mind, but interesting. Yeah, no, it's not too difficult to get your head around once you understand what is going on. But yeah, India Oscar 91, same as me. I'm India Oscar 91 Victor Victor. That one was Germany as well, that one. Oh, nice. Thanks, son above, why you're doing what you're doing. Sorry, I didn't even see that. Where was that? Oh, sorry, hidden escapologies. I think. Sorry, this isn't a hate question, but why? Well, it all depends on what you like. So basically, this is a digital mode. So rather than, because when I do voice contesting as well. So when I do a voice contest with my microphone, I'm talking down the radio. So when I'm talking down the radio, for things like TikTok, I can't answer questions. I can't talk to followers. I can't ask questions. That's another one. That is, what is that? Oh, that's another Germany. So yeah, I can't answer any questions. So usually on a Saturday, I do a live, and it'll be this type of digital stuff. This is FT4. I normally do FT8 whenever I do that, but the only difference between FT4 and FT8 is the time. So this one is basically 5 seconds, I think it is, for 5 seconds transmit, whereas FT8 is 13 seconds transmit. So I do a lot of the digital ones is because when I'm live, I can't always talk to the followers and whatnot if I'm doing a voice. So this is a lot easier to do this. But for me, I'm doing for what I'm doing now, I'm doing a contest. So and D, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. So on the questions of why is because this is a contest, and I'm doing this contest. There's a few of us that do this contest from the club, and basically you compete with many others as well as clubs, and that's what we do basically. So think of it as a tennis. Think of it as tennis. So we're going back and forth to get the exchange done. Oh, was you? Have you still got your call sign? Novice. Oh, doing a slow scan TV. See, that's also a good thing about amateur radio. There's lots and lots involved in that you can do. There's lots of different aspects. So, like D just said there, he was into slow scan TV. So basically, you're sending images over the radio waves and having the computer basically decode that transmission to bring up an image. There's things like moon bounce. You can bounce a signal off the moon. There's also, you can talk to the International Space Station. on VHF, UHF. There is also things like contesting. There's you can just talk to people around the world, get to know people around the world, just by radio waves. There's lots and lots and lots of aspects to amateur radio. There's microwave bands. You can set up on the microwave bands if you want. You can get involved with basically a team called a Rayota, and access satellites. You can do there is an amateur radio satellite up in orbit. You can get involved with emergency services, Raynet. So if you've got an amateur radio license, if there's something that has gone terribly wrong, the infrastructure's down, so TV when communications go down, phone, internet, things like that go down, your amateur radio operators are called upon to help out with situations of emergency. FON. I am calling out. I haven't seen anyone come up on my little screen. My aerial's not a brilliant one at the moment. I am changing my aerial. I've got a basically a trapped inverted L going up. I'll buy it because it's generally interesting. Any beginner reading material you can recommend? Yeah, you can do. There's a foundation. There's a foundation book. If I can bring up a. Oh, actually, I think I've got one. There you go. So they might have changed it already from a different, a new copy, but basically that. So it says the foundation license manual. So basically, this is everything that will be involved in, the foundation license. Germany again. There's a lot of Germany coming up. Radio rallies. Yeah, there's lots of radio rallies that go around, around the country, up and down the country. They're on all the time, where you can pick up really cheap radio equipment. Cheap does not mean it's broken. If it's broken, they'll let you know. They did do that. I did do that. Cardiff. Or near Cardiff, should I say. Don't know whether that will come back. I think I was a bit late for that one. If you go onto the RSGB website, if you type in RSGB, they have lots of reading material and that on there, lots of information on what to do. There is I'm pretty sure there is a section on where you can find your local club as well. I am in Stevenage in Hertfordshire. No, he's not heard me, he hasn't. No problem, no problem. Oh, Derby, nice. There's France, there we go. I'm doing about 70 watt, so I'm not doing a major amount of power. Ah, there we go, FON. I see you then. Just caught you. See if it comes up again. Oh, we've got someone else. There we go, look. I see Mike Whiskey 7 then, he was on then. Nope. We'll do that one though. So the black ones here, these are the ones I've already contacted. Scotland. Nope. No, he's not heard me. Like I said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Oh, FON, thank you for the follow, thank you. I did see you. You did pop up. I missed it. One. Yes, no problem. Thank you very much. Thanks for popping in. Probably to me for USA. Yeah, I think it is, yeah. I had a couple of people, I had a couple on here that it did come up USA, but that was just listening. I think it's... Sheffield. Oh. I wonder if that CW's gone on 40. No, he's not gone. No, I couldn't say. You popped up and then it disappeared. Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah. He has been there a lot. He was on there earlier when I was just doing some testing. He was on there earlier. I've gone on to 40, see if I can get anyone else. It's not, is it? It's... Well, there's a way. Italy. Yeah, 40 is not really that good, is it, at the moment? I'll give it another go, and then I think we'll go back on 80. Yeah. Do that, and then do that. Oh. I'll do that. I'm not sure I understand how tone shift works in FT8. I do not know either. I don't really mess around with any tones or anything. I do like RITI though. I do for the RSGB data contest. I do the PSK 63 and RITI, and I'll switch between the two. Oh yeah, I'm on 40 now, so I'm calling at the top end. I'm at my 2800. Yeah, you did pop up. By the time I'd noticed, you'd gone. I think propagation towards me and you is not very good. I think a lot of my, because of where my area was at the moment, I think a lot of my stuff is around here, not towards the west of it. Are you evens or odds? Mike 5 November. Oh, you use JT. Oh, you use JTDX. Nice. Never used that. I use the WSJTX improved. I am on 40. No, 80, sorry. I'll get that right. Golf 6 Papa. I had a nice conversation. On my last FT4 contest, I had I got a text and I read it out, and it just so happens that the person that was talked about in the text was actually emailed me, and I had a nice little conversation about him, to him, and it was regarding how he's got all of his setup, what he does, because I'm always trying to improve my score, because like my score for FT4 used to be like, I used to get like 70 odd contacts, and all of a sudden they've dwindled down. So at the moment I've now done, in an hour and a half, 26 contacts. So they've dramatically done. So I'm wondering how he does it, and what's he do, what's his setup, what's he. Well, yeah, we were having a good conversation, and I learned a few things. That was good. $30 meters, yeah, that's not as bad, that is. Yeah, it is for me. Oh, there's Wales. Golf Whiskey 5 Papa. Oh, what now? Ah, I've got him. Yeah, it's been there a while, that CW. And I don't know CW, and I haven't got any sort of decoder. So I have no idea who it is, what they're saying, or anything. I did do a search. And someone was saying, it said on the search or something about whiskey one something. But I don't know whether that's an old thing or a new thing. You can never tell with the internet. Just random crap, yeah. Walderside, where's that? Nope, don't think he's heard me. Oh, it's the USA, is there? I thought I'd see some USA, but like I said, my aerial's not very good. I've got a trapped inverted L I've got to put up, and hopefully this will be a lot better. Hoping this will be a lot better. It's inverted L trapped. This is a 7 meg, 40 meter trap. Got it to whiskey uniform 1 alpha. Oh, okay. Oh, he's an astrophysicist. Oh, bloody hell, I didn't know that. So yeah, I've just got what I'm doing is I've got a little project going. So what I want to do is, because of the way, you know, this is, oh, let's have a look. Oh, you got 25, not bad. So you do really well. I've seen a lot of your things. You do really well. What antenna you got? It's late for him, but I'll have a go. Neutron star, bloody hell. Oh, so basically an MFED. A homebrew MFED. Yeah, you do really well. I think there's a lot of mine. I've got my aerial runs northeast. I think it's northeast, southwest. I think it runs. So what is it? Radiation's off the sides of it, isn't it? 30 foot. Oh, so you're quite high up. Yes, there are some amateur radio satellites that work. I'm pretty sure there is one still stuck up there that actually does work. Someone said about it at my club a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, I've been doing oh, where is the How can I... we do that? We can do that. Desktop. Inverted L. Yeah, this one. So I've been doing this one here. It's taking inspiration from GM0ONX, and it's going to be this one here. So that'll get me on 40 and 80. And I think my tuner will tune it up quite well. Oh, you overlook Anglesey. Oh, wow. So yeah, you get right out there, didn't you? Whereas I'm stuck in like a housing estate with 360 view of solar panels. And I'm not in. I know some people on the contest that are in this contest. They're at like our highest peak in our town, so they do really well. But I just like, you know, if I get a lot, I'll get a lot. I do like it. But I like, I want to, you know, make my station a lot better. You know, if I'm failing somewhere on something, I want to make it better to get, you know, that better. So we have one of our blokes, Dixie, G6 DXY. In this contest, he always gets like well above, you know, all the rest of us. And all he's got is a standard, you know, end-fed half wave, but because of his garden's really big, he can get a full end-fed for 80 all the way down his garden on a flat. So he does really well. Yes, I think it does. Full wave on 40, yeah. See, now's where I'm not really getting anything. So yeah, I've been making that antenna, and it basically uses the earth as the ground, as the you know, the counterpoise, the ground, the other end of the aerial. And because it just goes basically, the center goes to the element and the braid goes to a spike in the ground. You leave the end of it open up to the elements. Well, I don't want to do that, so I'm making myself a little box that it's going to go in. So basically, the coax will go into there. The element will come out of here, and then the braid will come out of there, you know, to earth. Better for DX, yeah. See, I never know what would be good for these type of contests. Would it be DX? I mean, I suppose DX would be good. But it depends on who's on, doesn't it? So that's the idea. Hopefully, we can get it. But I'm having trouble because whenever I'm trying to solder some coax into the end of there, it seems to... the solder seems to cool down quicker than what I can apply it. and I'm sat at 350 degrees, I think it is. But if I leave it too long, then it starts to melt the center and sends it through. So that kind of started to wind me up this afternoon, so I'll stop that for a little while. Whiskey 5 Golf Whiskey Mike. Hi, how you doing? USA. I am using an MFED, yeah. Yeah, but with this antenna, there is no mention of it. Look, where you can see, look, you just see it basically braid to an earth rod, and the center goes up to the element. So I don't want to do that because obviously it opens up to the elements of the world. And then if you go on to him, it shows you, is it this one? Yes, that one. It shows you here that he's basically done the same type of thing. 73s. Kilo Charlie 9 Yankee Tango Tango. Send it down to 50. Only got about 15 minutes to the contest now. What I'm going to do is we're going to have a little look on. He's still there. I very much doubt there's anyone on 40 anymore. Spain. There's 20 open. See, it doesn't seem it for me. Yeah, for me it's dead. Shall we, Robert, thanks for the follow, thank you. Well, there are some states here, but I can't really hear them. Yeah, I can't hear anyone. We've only got a couple of minutes anyway. It's not bad. Oh! change that one a bit higher. We're doing 70 watt. Because was it the aerial will have obviously a vertical element of it and a horizontal element of it, and I'm hoping it will work a lot better than what my NFED is at the moment. The only thing is because I can't get an NFED, say NFED, not an NFED, at the moment I've got an NFED 80, a shortened 80, so it's got the little coil in it. Oh, nice. That's nice and quick. It's got the little coil in it, the little loading thing in it. Thank you. Oh, King's Lynn. Down by me mother. I've never tried FT2. Never tried it. Obviously, it's quicker, so that the same as FT4, FT8. Because it's quicker, you lose out on the signal to noise ratio, don't you? The lower signal part of it. But yeah, I've never done FT2. Andy, how you doing, mate? Sorry, I didn't even notice that. Be chatting away. Oh, are you calling? Can you hear me? Oh, is it 6 seconds, is it? I am not decoding you. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. I've got you next. Golf Mike, Golf 3 Mike X-Ray Hotel, got you there first. There we go. Yeah, I got you -5. Oh, -7. So that was you, wasn't it? -5. Hey, look at that. Took a while. We got there. God, they're spitting out now, aren't they? Special DXEC. Yeah. Oh, no, I think we're... If he comes back, he'll come back. Woking, Surrey. Oh, there, look at that. Nice. Good luck in the contest. I cancelled my RSG membership, so I won't be entering it anymore. Just giving. Oh, nice. Oh, how comes you cancelled? About 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Look at that. Cambridge. Oh, was it? Oh, Guernsey. Yeah, that person I said about that messaged me, we had a nice little conversation. He was top of the table all times. You know what? He actually goes through a hell of a lot just to set up and do it. He was taking me through what he does. Does do quite a bit for that top spot. Yeah, you can see a lot of people don't do what they're supposed to do. $70 or $80, yeah. Yeah. 57. So what we got? 34 so far. We're going to the end. Switzerland. Thanks for the like, thank you. Don't think he's heard me either. $59, and that's it. That is it, I think. 25. Darren, thank you for the follow. That's it. Never going to get that in the next. There you go. So let me get rid of all your noises. There we go. There we go. So 34. Not bad. Not bad. And then you watch all of this disappear now. There you go, they're all disappearing. So not too bad. 20. Yeah, it says 20 meters is open. That's certainly not for me. These are cool, isn't they? Look at that. No. Yeah, they did log 34. Good. Nice. Well, 34. Not bad. Yeah, things have certainly got less for me. But then I think if when propagation, when the weather warms up, propagation gets a bit better, it won't be too bad. So yeah, hopefully we get this up next couple of days, and sort things out. The only thing I don't like about it, right, was it took me a while to make this, to understand, because I used a website that, where is it? That one. So we use this to help make it. Now I'm yet to do this type of stuff. I'm yet to do this one for a dipole rather than an inverted L. And see if we can get 80 meters on a dipole shortened because of the coils. Yeah, I want to try and get it as high as I can on the inverted L. Now I've got one of the old DX Commander poles that will go up 10 meters. But I don't know whether I should go up 10 meters or should I say, because the actual thing is the first element is 9.9 meters, so just short of 10. And then it's the trap, and then it's, whatever. I think I've done mine 10.5 meters here and 7.5 along this way to help with cut down. Using coils as compromise. Yeah, yeah, I think it is. Where there was old explanations and whatnot. 60 mil former, length of former, number of turns. So basically use the calculator here to calculate it up, and then it gives you a diagram, you know, how to cut it. And it took me a while, because every time I was doing this one here, it wasn't working out to what I wanted. Garden's very small in antenna wise. I'm lucky though, because I can have I'm end of terrace. Hold on. Bless me. God, yeah. I'm end of terraced, so luckily I can get an antenna that goes down the side of the house. Now most of my aerial is down the side of my house, which I think is causing my problem, because I think the house is blocking a lot of the signal, especially coming off the sides. The antenna for me starts kind of here at the back of me, but 8-10 meters in the air. That's where the transformer is, and then it goes down to the front of the garden. So it goes up from 10 meters, which is where the transformer is, slopes down to about 5 meters, which is where I've got another pole at the end of the beginning of the front garden, and at the far end of the front garden is where it then slopes down to about, you know, a meter off the ground, 2 meters off the ground. I think it's about 1.5 meters off the ground. So I think a lot of my issue is the signals being blocked by the house. So I'm hoping, because this one will be effectively shorter in a way, that I'm not hiding any element or any part of the element down the side of the house. So going up so many meters and then out the rest of it, I'm hoping will stop the house from blocking the signal. The actual element, the radiator, will be in full open with nothing around it. So that is the plan, you know, hopefully. But I enjoy making these little things and testing out, and that'll do. I've got 3 DX Commander poles, I think I've got 3, but I have actually got a DX Commander that I can stick out in the middle of the garden and test. I've also got, because at the moment I can't really do any 10 meter, because when I do 10 meters, it interferes with all of my stuff here. Even though I've got, you know, I haven't got it in here. You know, the big ferrites, the clip-on big ferrites that is it Golf Mike 3 SEK for the mains filter, one of them. I've got 2 of them on wrapped around the coax before it comes into the shack, and then I've got another one at the top at the feed point. So 10 meters doesn't seem to work very well for me at the moment. So I have got basically a CB antenna, white stick, that I can stick up on my mast pole, if you want. Yeah, pole is a better word, that I can stick on the top of there, which I can then use for 10. I do have a high Q loop antenna, but it doesn't do 40, which is a bit of a shame. I bought 25-foot flagpole from Temu, and the transformer is on the top and then runs up the garden. Oh yeah, nice. So it's up 25 feet. Oh, that's good. Like, if anything, I'll try and stick, because it's literally it's at the top of me, you know, here. I'll try and stick it, and I'm situated, the aerial's most probably situated halfway down the garden of the back garden. So if anything, I'll stick the telescopic pole at the back of the garden. That way more of the element is out in the open, and see if that helps. But I need better weather really to start messing about like that. But yeah, this was, you know, quite difficult for me to make. I think it's quite easy to make, but it wasn't working very well for me. I finally got there. You know, basically it's you know, and I only use these just to cap off the ends so they don't get, you know, wet. Is that in? Yeah, that is in. In. All one's in. In his braid. That is right, yeah. So yeah, hopefully, well, I want some better weather to come across, and then we can start doing this. The garden slopes up, and I've got a 30-foot pole there as well. Oh, so yours is on a flat, so it's flat straight out. So yeah, mine is, I've got the who is it? UK antennas. It's the UK antenna 80-meter short version. It's the one with a little coil in it. The compensation coil, is it? Can't remember what they called it. Yeah, I've got that, and it straight, well, it slopes down to 5 meters from about 8, I think it is, and then it basically does from 5 meters. It goes for about a 45-degree angle. I think it's about 45 or so, down to about meter and a half off the ground. So yeah, I want some better weather to mess about with some antennas. I've got a few bits to do, a few bits of ideas, and then I can crack on with my other project that I want to do to test the power supply that I built, which is also on my TikTok and YouTube and whatnot. So yeah, to test that at its full potential. That one's going to be the more bigger project. I don't know. Can we get hold of that? Where is it? Documents. Radio. No. Radio stuff. Load tester. There we go. So. Yeah, that one. This should be hopefully my next project. That is my next one, after messing about with these. Basically, it took me a while to design it, and it's my first ever one. It's my first ever board I've designed, so it's not perfect, but done a lot of research to try and figure this out. Goes up 110 foot to the bottom, then printed a wide 45-degree insulator, then comes back to my house. Oh, okay. See, I thought about doing that. I thought about doing like because I did do when I was M3, when I first started getting back into my radio. A few years ago now, I just strung together basically a fan dipole with a 80-meter element, a 40-meter element, 20-meter element, and then I think there was a 10. But basically all I did was the 80-meter element was able to stretch all the way down the side of the house to the front garden, to the end of the driveway. And the other side of the element kind of went to the bottom of the garden, across the back of the garden, and then a little bit, about halfway up the other side of the garden. So it was, kind of, a weird angle in dog leg, but it worked. It did work, and it was only at the top of the fence, so it's only 6 foot, 8 foot, off the ground. But it worked. It did work. And I thought about doing that again. Oh, right, yeah, better paracord. Yeah. I think I've got to get out of my head that the aerial needs to be straight. Obviously, don't 90 degree or whatever it is. Is it 90 degrees? Can't have it. I can't remember what it is. Yeah, I keep thinking that the antenna should be straight. I mean, ideally it should be, but most of us in the UK don't. We're all sat on each other's arse, so we don't have the room normally. I spent a lot of time in this bloody shed over this. Took me a long time because I had to figure out, because we made as well, to be able to figure it out, we've made a little sensing loop to go with it, with some copper enamel wire, and yeah, stuck it on the antenna tuner, the analyzer, and got it. It's about 7.0079, I think it is. Close enough to 7.1. That'll do me. But yeah, not bad. I thought it was you couldn't bend it to, is it a 90 degree or something, or 45 degrees, something like that. I thought it's not too bad. So that makes it, I suppose, a bit easier. I could put the end fed then over in that corner, lead it to this one, and then come across that way. So yeah, we'll just dogleg it round everywhere. I told you it could be dead now. Totally dead now. We do 40 meters. 40 meters for me off this, and the end fed is my better band, which is a pain because of that CW. Oh, that's a point. I think the FT4 one is isn't it within the hour? Oh, 24 hours. Not bad. FT4. 100 watt UK single. Oh, I haven't. Open log. Move. Okay, now we can do that. And then there. GS 80 meter ampere, 8 meters, 70 watt. Get rid of that. We don't need that. Cut that and paste that. Submit that. And then what did he get? Where is he? $61. God damn. And him, like G6DXY, he is literally as the crow flies, he's about a mile that way from me as the crow flies, but because of how he's got his antenna, his transformer is he's on his chimney, so that works out good for him, that does. Right, so that's it. I'm going to go and have some dinner now because I haven't even eaten yet. So we haven't got another contest this week, do we? So I will be... I won't be doing the Saturday I normally do because of Arcota, the Arcota weekend, the Leicester Amateur Radio Club Arcota thing. We're going to be doing the weekend at the clubhouse. So we're going to be doing it as a club, as G3 SAD. So yeah, we're going to be doing that at the clubhouse. So I won't be doing my normal Saturday one. I think we're only doing a couple of hours Saturday, a few hours Sunday, like 5 hours Saturday, 5 hours Sunday. So if I get enough time coming back, then I'll do a live. I'll do a live then. But that I will do like a... They did receive it, good. I'll take some pictures and whatnot, you know, the weekend that we do. And yeah, so that one's there. And then the next contest we've got is the 80 meter next Thursday, week Thursday, the 80 meter CC. So if I'm not on Saturday or Sunday, come back and you'll see me on week Thursday on that contest. So thank you for everyone that joined in. Thank you for everyone for your comments and such. Thank you everyone for your gifts. Thank you very much. And we'll see you all either on the weekend or week Thursday. 73s, and we'll see you later.